Welcome back, everyone. We want to make you guys aware of an incredible resource. If you're not using it already, you should. First of all, I just want to say that we set up this article and template database on the virtual office in order to have value-added content for your clients. You should be the go-to information for a ton of information. And with everything to do with buying a house, selling a house, things like that, home ownership in general, you need to be that person. However, trying to create all that content yourself is virtually impossible. I wrote a ton of articles. We got permission from a lot of people to use articles that you can send to your clients. But CMHC, the Canadian Housing and Mortgage Corporation, which is a crown corporation that insures high ratio mortgages so that your clients can put down 5% or anything less than 20%. That's where CMHC comes in. Massive, massive crown corporation. But what they basically have done is said, hey, we want to produce a whole bunch of information that realtors can use to educate their clients, tips for the selling process, tips for the buying process, understanding how mortgages work, a ton of information. We're going to go through it all here, but they've even taken one step farther where you can actually brand the information and co-brand it to make it look like your own. And I just want to advise you guys and say, listen, when you're putting together your buyer packages, your listing packages, have an understanding of the resources that you have available to you so that you can really put together a phenomenal information package. Or if you understand what's available in your toolkit, when a realtor or a client talks to you, and just like we talked about in the video there, you don't need to try to close for the appointment, get together for 1 hour. The first thing can be is, hey, you know what, CMHC has this unique article on this. Let me send that over to you. And you can have it sent over, and immediately they can see your contact information. You're perceived as a trusted advisor because you know where to access the resources. So Kirsten, take us on to the website and show us a little bit about the info.
I want to add one thing that to what you just said before we do the demo. But I'm just finishing a book on content marketing called They Ask You Answer. And these guys are phenomenal. And it's all about how to position yourself as being the trusted advisor in any industry for any question a consumer might have, which is really powerful. But one of the things that they studied was before somebody made a big purchasing decision through their company, and I won't get into details, but they went to 30 websites. So if they went to 30 different pages on their website and they tracked all of this, there was an 80% chance that they were going to purchase through them. If there was less than 30 pages, there was a 20% chance they were going to purchase. And the majority of all of those 30 pages were FAQs, articles, information about anything that they could be thinking. So really positioning yourself as a trusted advisor made a huge difference. So even for a lot of this stuff, even to take it, and for all of you that have websites and can, post up content or blogs or Facebook or link to this type of stuff, that's really going to put you in that position to be the place where people go to get all of the information they need so that by the time they talk to you, you don't have to sell them on it. They've sold themselves and now they're a true customer that likes you, knows you, trusts you, and is just coming to you to really kind of seal that deal. So really good spot for content if you're a content marketer. So let's switch to screen share. So this website right here is called everythingyouneed.ca.
So you're actually let's take one step back.
Oh, right.
The website is everythingyouneed.ca, and then
we'll start at the beginning.
The person's going to go to it here. So this is everythingyouneed.ca, and then there's a section on the top in the middle here called the resource. And I know you can't really see that on the screen.
I'm circling it with my mouse.
Yeah, it's called the resource. Click on that, and then you can create an account.
Yes, so that's the big one. So Russ shared his login information with me so that I could already have an account. But if you don't have an account, you have to create one. And to create an account, you'll notice that there's a little button up here that says login. And if you don't have a login, you create one. It's really easy. You do need to make sure that you have your real estate ID and credentials because you have to be registered in order to be able to have access to this account. It'll take you 2 minutes to do that. And as soon as you do, you'll have your name here, and you'll be able to start using all of this information. So I'm going to click on my profile just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So when you are logging in, you'll be taken to a page like this, and you'll be able to, there's nothing personal here, so I don't mind sharing it. But this is where you'll be able to upload your logo, your brokerage logo, the personal photo that you want populated on all of the resources here, change your passwords, phone number, any information that you want to show up on your account. So really, really easy. You can go in here and edit this at any time.
Quick little note on this. If you're watching on the Sierra Live window there and you have the chat on the side, on the bottom right-hand corner of your viewer window, you can go full screen with this, and that should help you be able to see this a little bit clearer.
Perfect. Thank you. So once you have an account and you've gone in and you filled all of this information, you can start looking at content. So I'm going to do this a little bit backwards because I swear I'm dyslexic and that makes more sense to me. But after you get articles, you can save them to your library. So I'm going to work backwards a little bit on this. So these are 3 articles, and I'll show you where to find them, that have already been personalized and saved to your library. So I used Russ's as an example. So you can forward them, you can edit them, you can delete them. But once you've personalized it, you can go on. So here's an article, 10 words to know when buying a home. And you'll notice that all of the information that we had populated for Russ into his account show up here. So his photo, his name, his information. And this is I wish I remember her name. A fantastic realtor we have in our Red Deer office emailed me and said, hey, is there a spot that has real estate terminology defined? Because that would be really beneficial to me. And this was one place that I ended up finding that would be this is a really, really great resource, and you could brand it to yourself.
So great.
So great. So library, so anything you like you can save, so you don't have to go back in and do it all the time. And then, as far as the list of articles are concerned, you can look. So here's the home ownership cycle, attracting new clients, helping your clients determine if home ownership is right for them. I won't read all of these, but if you click on any of these, you'll notice there is a ton of information. So under attracting new clients, these are all of the different articles that you could use. And then some related CMHC information, which is great because there's also bringing homeownership within reach, housing for newcomers. These are actually resources and videos that you can send to your clients or that you can use and that you can share in your own accounts. And each one of these is a drop-down that has a ton of other articles on them. So again, tips for first-time homebuyers, preparing your clients for mortgage pre-approval. This is a huge one. I mean, this is something that we're going to end up pulling a bunch of content from and using them in the stuff that we do, because why wouldn't we? It's such great information. Closing and beyond. Look at all of this.
You want to just keep people can't just read out some of those articles so that they...
Oh, they might not be able to see them. Okay. So in the closing and beyond section, closing and moving date, who to notify when moving, change of address checklist, so valuable. Now that you're a homeowner, your home value, mortgage fraud, how to protect yourself when purchasing or refinancing a home, dealing with mortgage payment difficulties, how to green your bathroom renovation, energy saving tips from your home, and then under staying connected, this is a good one too, first-time homebuyer survey, mortgage consumer survey. So some great stuff, 6 months, a year after the transaction. If you want to send something out to stay in touch, you can. So just to show you how we would personalize this, so let's say we're going to do one on your credit report. So you would click one, and you can preview the generic article, just see what it looks like if you like the content. You could forward the generic article. So if I were to click that, I could just instantly type in somebody's email and forward that email off to somebody right off of the bat without having to do anything, which is phenomenal. Or you can personalize it. So if you personalize it, you'll notice right here that there is a window that loads, and it shows your credit report, all of your contact information here, which is great. And then after you see this, you can save this PDF to your library. And then as soon as it's saved to your library, you can go into your library like I had showed you, and you can forward your personalized documents onto anyone that you want. You can download them and save them to your computer. You can save them as an image, do a ton of different stuff. So this is going to be a quick segment because that's really all that we wanted to show you. I'm not going to dive into the whole back end of this. But as far as content goes and being able to personalize and brand a piece of content, this is free for you. CMHC is a great, great, great resource. And again, everything you need.ca. And once you're on everythingyouneed.ca, because I even have problems with this, you are clicking the resource right here. And then you're golden. So that's all that I wanted to say about that. Is there anything that you want to add?
I just want to reiterate again how important it is that you guys have access to a few little pieces of content like this. Use CMHC, use RECA. Even RECA has a bunch of
RECA has
information
great
to
stuff, yeah.
update your clients on, client-facing information to help educate them through the process. And when people ask questions about like, oh, what's the value of a realtor, all these things, CMHC, RECA, these different areas are all pointing towards, the benefit of communicating with a trusted advisor like yourselves to buying or selling a home. Using a trusted advisor like yourself. So this is absolutely outstanding, and a big shout out and thank you to CMHC for all their resources. Now I know that I just want to say quickly that Genworth does have a similar concept where realtors can pull off information, so just do not reinvent the wheel here. Explore what's available to you, download it, print it, or better yet, I love it where you customize the material to the person by saying, hey, I thought of you with this article, I want to send it to you directly.
Genworth, on that note, has a great video series. Like, it's all kind of case studies. So like, Mr. and Mr. Thomas were in this situation, and this is what they did. So it's very, very, very relatable. Like, to shoot a quick video off to somebody, Genworth is a great resource for that as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Kirsten. Great job. Thank you for Russ for letting us use his profile and his likelihood.
Yes, thank you, Russ.
The CMHC articles have never looked so good. And we will be right back with Stacey Parks taking you through some of the new conveyance and listing pages.